Worst Ways People Have Died, Part 23.
In the as-of-yet undated event reports indicate the tourists somehow fell into the water. That made the walrus angry and jumped into the water. Knowing little of what would happen next, the creature's trainer dived in to try and save the man. The 1.5-ton beast then apparently hugged both men and pulled them underwater. Despite their efforts to break free, both men drowned as the walrus took them deeper and deeper. Rest in peace to Jia Lijian and to the creature trainer.
Worst Ways People Have Died, Part 34.
Sometime before 4 a.m. early Sunday morning, Morales was riding in the elevator. At some point, according to his girlfriend Joanna Sanchez, it became stuck. Seeing no way out, Morales uses the access hatch to climb out of the elevator cab. At this point, he tries to open the exterior doors to one of the floors, but his elevator springs back to life. He spots the stopped elevator next to his and tries to jump over to it, but that's when the worst happens. Morales gets wedged between the shaft walls and the elevator.
Worst Ways People Have Died, Part 47. She was crossing the bridge from East Boston over to the Chelsea side. On her way to a hospital appointment, the bridge operator then lifted the bridge to allow a boat traveling on the Chelsea River. While Dina Garcia, a pedestrian waiting to cross the bridge from the Chelsea side, when she started to hear screams as the two plates of the bridge rolled. Aura Garcia grabbed hold of one of them, clinging to it as she screamed for help. The bridge operator lowers the bridge, but it sadly crushed her to death. Dumbest Criminals Ever, Part 4. This is Dorian and Dylan. On January 8th, Dorian and Dylan were looking to make some quick cash. They thought they hit a gig when they broke into Randy Schaefer's truck and took in cash as well as a computer and tablet. They then stopped at a Burger King miles down the road and began taking videos of the stolen goods. They then went across the street to Starbucks to connect to Wi-Fi to upload the videos to YouTube and Facebook. Randy later discovered that his truck had been broken into on his way to work. Randy then logged into his iCloud account to see the faces of Dorian and Dylan and immediately reported them to the police. Dumbest Criminals Ever, Part 18, Name Unknown. The girl was walking out of class at Moody Middle School when she saw her previous year's teacher. She reached into her pocket, grabbed a baby carrot, then threw it and hit the teacher. The girl said she never thought she'd actually be able to hit the teacher. What she didn't know was she would be charged for assaulting a school teacher and is currently awaiting trial. Worst roller coasters in the world. The Euthanasia Coaster. It is designed to kill the people that doesn't want to live anymore for a fun way. Worst Ways People Have Died, Part 9. Worst Ways People Have Died, Part 13.
stylish marriage. I can't afford the carriage, but you look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle bill.
I'm looking at you, how you shine. The most beautiful time. The most beautiful type you've got. The most beautiful.
Horrifying ways people have died.
Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer too. I'm well crazy, all for the love of you. It won't be a stylish marriage. I can't afford the carriage, but you look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle built for two.
Famous Autopsies Part 7, Cameron Boyce. Cameron Boyce was a young actor who got his start as a child, scoring roles in the movie Grown Ups and Mirrors before going on to get one of his starring roles in Jessie. He then went on to star in the Descendants film series and was on his way to a pretty big career. Unfortunately, on July 6 of 2019, he passed in his sleep due to an epileptic seizure. Examination of his body really showed no signs of anything unusual. His body was that of a normal, young, fit, healthy person. His organs were examined one by one and nothing unusual was found. There were no signs of respiratory or organ failure. This left the coroner puzzled. After looking into all of Cameron's blood tests and going back into the history of his epilepsy, things started to become clearer. Blood test levels measuring creatine, glucose, and potassium levels are all things used to look for signs of a recent seizure. It was revealed that he passed in his sleep due to a sudden epileptic seizure, which is theorized to disrupt your breathing, but he did pass peacefully.